Hello everyone, this video is for those of you that are looking to create accessibility compliant content. In my case, I gave my students their midterm study guide, but I need them to have access to a manual that is not my creation. It belongs to the company that makes the product. So the solution to work with situations of this kind and do a file, I do save as, and literally change it so that it is, instead of a PDF, save it as a PNG or a JPEG. You will have to have a folder for where this goes, like I did here. See this? So you have an accessibility conversion folder. Because what happens is you're going to create a folder that contains a JPEG or a PNG of every single page of your manual. Now, if you happen to have under 20 pages, you might be able to use an AI assistant to create a photo album for you in PowerPoint. I was unable to do that. I used Copilot, and I got a nice big fat error message after trying to do it that it would not let me do it. So instead of wasting the time to use an AI, I just went ahead and said, fine, I'm just going to do it. So you go into PowerPoint, type in photo for a new photo album, and then now you just have to bring in the items. So in my case, I'm bringing in the little images. I got them all here. So I pick the first one, hold my shift key, pick the last one, click on insert, and let it do the magic, as I jokingly call it. And look what it did. Literally changed it to landscape. So when you have this happen, go back up here, you go to custom slide size. Again, you pick on letter paper and change it to portrait. Hit OK. Just ensure to fit. And it will do it, but it will make it tiny. So welcome to dealing with all the fun stuff associated with all of this. When you expand this, each page accordingly, make sure to grip it to the corners and not to anything in none of the middle grips, because if you pick any of the middle grips, you will, I'll do it, you see, distort the image. So your goal is not to distort the image. So it's not a perfect solution, but it's a heck of a lot easier than telling the students go find it online, which I guess is always doable. The other option I've used is simply give the students a link. The reason I'd rather use this solution over the other ones is, as we all know, links change, they get broken, and then what are you supposed to do? So I want to make sure that I have something embedded for my students to have access to. No matter what, I don't want any snafus for them. So I would rather take the time to do this and make sure it's available for them than anything else, because I don't want them to have any problems. And then the nice part is the work I'm doing now is work that will stand with the shell, so that I don't have to redo this work again later. I will have it for this semester and for future semesters. No link that might fail, and no file that will fail the compliance mandate that we have. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.